Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Writer's Workshop. My name is Mrs. Lanning and I can't wait to share with you more strategies and skills that I'm learning as a poet that I can share with you as a poet as well. So something I've been working on in my poems is comparisons. So if I say, the stars are sparkling like diamonds in a sky that looks like a dark blue ocean. Can you imagine that in your mind? I'll say it again. The stars are sparkling like diamonds in a sky that looks like a dark blue ocean. Are you imagining that the stars are sparkling a lot or just a little and not at all? They're sparkling a lot, right? Maybe you've seen sparkling diamonds and rhinestones before, and you know they're bright and sparkly. So when I compare the stars to sparkling diamonds, you can really imagine something sparkling up in the sky. And maybe you've seen the dark ocean or you've seen a dark body of water, and you can imagine the color of the sky being that dark, dark blue. When poets are describing something in their writing and they really want their readers to imagine it clearly, they make a comparison to something that the reader may know and be familiar with. So it might be how they're saying, oh, it's just like this. It's like that. Just like how I compared the stars to diamonds and I compared the sky to the dark blue ocean so it could give the readers a clear picture in their mind. Today, we will learn how we can use comparisons in our poems to activate our readers' imagination and their emotions. You poets use and hear comparisons all the time. I want you to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you've heard this comparison or you've used these comparisons as I read them. And think about what you're imagining in your mind. She was as hungry as a bear. Do you think that means she's really hungry or not hungry at all? I think she's pretty hungry, especially when bears come out of hibernation. Ooh, they're ready to eat. Ooh, what about this one? She was acting like a chicken when it was time to go on the roller coaster. That's what Mr. Lanning would say about me when we went to Disney World. If I'm acting like a chicken when it's time to go on the roller coaster, how am I feeling? That's right, scared. I don't want to go. I'm scared. I'm frightened. I'm acting like a chicken. That's making a comparison. Instead of just saying, Mrs. Lanning was scared to go on the roller coaster, you could say, Mrs. Lanning was acting like a chicken when it was time to go on the roller coaster. Making that funny comparison, acting like a chicken. And it adds that emotion. It adds kind of some humor to it. It makes me laugh. The bed was as soft as a cloud. Think that's a comfortable bed or an uncomfortable bed? That's right, it's a comfortable bed. It's as soft as a cloud. Oh, those siblings, they fight like cats and dogs. We know typically from cartoons and things, cats and dogs are said to not get along, right? So that means those siblings don't get along. They're making that comparison. Ooh, the sound is like nails on a chalkboard. Does that mean it's a good sound or a bad sound? Probably a sound that's doesn't sound too good because nails on a chalkboard does not sound good. Ooh, the room felt like a freezer. How does that room feel? That's right, it feels cold. See, all of these things may say acting like or saying it was like. They're making a comparison, really activating you as a reader's imagination and your emotions. Let's revisit our pizza poem and see if we can add a comparison. So remember, here's the pizza poem. I hear the cheese bubbling. I see the buttery crust. I smell something delicious, like warm, delicious bread. That's kind of a comparison there. I feel the warmth, fresh out of the oven. I taste the delicious flavor of crust, sauce, and cheese. What could it be? Well, I want to add a comparison to this poem. Remember, as poets, as authors, we can always go back and add more to our writing. So I want to zoom in on this particular line. I hear the cheese bubbling. I really want to add a comparison, so I'm going to add in that word like. I hear the cheese bubbling like, what's something I could compare it to that my readers might know? Think about that. I hear the cheese bubbling like, what do you think? Ooh, I hear some good ones. I hear someone say, I hear the cheese bubbling like a hot volcano. Ooh, I hear the cheese bubbling like boiling water. I hear the cheese bubbling like a bubble bath. Hearing those bubbles pop. I'm really imagining that in my mind when you make those comparisons using that word like. Today, we practiced using comparisons in our writing, and comparisons are a great way to activate our readers' imagination and their emotions. Like I said, instead of just saying Mrs. Lanning was scared to go on the roller coaster, when Mr. Lanning says, oh, Mrs. Lanning was acting like a chicken when it was time to go on the roller coaster. When he makes that comparison, it now makes it kind of funny. It activates our emotions and makes us think of funny things and humor. So maybe when you add that comparison, it will make them laugh, or maybe it will help them make a clear image or experience in their mind. Like when we say the bed is soft as a cloud, we're imagining a soft, cozy bed. Using comparisons really help your readers. So I hope today that when you go work on your poems, whether you're going back to a poem you've already started or you're writing a new one, that you'll consider adding in that word like and making a comparison to activate your reader's imagination and emotion. All right, poets, it's your turn. Writers, go write.